Hey guys, so I wanted to do a video about supplements because I wonder if there are any missed opportunities here for boosting my mental focus and my athletic performance as a surfer and as a jiu-jitsu player. Our body has very specific requirements in what it needs. Our bodies need 14 different vitamins, and a vitamin is defined as an organic molecule that our body is not capable of producing itself. So we need external sources of food to obtain all these vitamins. Our body also needs 16 different minerals, which are inorganic elements. And these different minerals can include calcium and magnesium, iron. Our body also requires amino acids to make proteins. And this gets into macronutrients. So our bodies can make 11 of the 20 amino acids, but we still require 9 amino acids from external sources. Another macronutrient that our bodies need are omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. These are unsaturated fatty acids that our bodies can't produce. Interestingly, glucose is the only sugar that we need from an external source, which is converted to other sugars in our body. They say that supplements can't replace the nutrition that is found in a variety of foods, preferably from foods that haven't been processed, that have a higher nutrient density. If you're taking care of your macronutrients, including proteins, fats, and carbohydrates, it seems like you shouldn't have a deficiency, but perhaps if you're eating solely processed foods, you could have a deficiency. For example, I had a deficiency in vitamin D that I discovered a few years ago, and I think that I generally have a pretty healthy diet, and I thought I was getting a decent amount of sunlight. In February 2021, I decided to get a bunch of blood tests with my doctor, and most of the tests came back normal except for my vitamin D, which was found to be at 14 nanograms per milliliter, which is way under the recommended amount of 30 nanograms per milliliter. Vitamin D is super important for bone health. In 3 months, I was able to boost it up to just above the normal level at 34 nanograms per milliliter, taking 50 to 100 micrograms of vitamin D per day. There are many other possible deficiencies. Not only the essential vitamins could be lacking, but also your body may not be producing enough of the non-essential vitamins and metabolites. I'm a big believer in getting a wide variety of blood tests every couple years. Unlike prescription drugs, the FDA does not ensure the effectiveness of supplements on the market, but it does require manufacturers to have good manufacturing practices so that they follow purity standards as well as labeling standards. And the FDA can take action against these companies. So I was interested in supplements that can boost the health of my own body as opposed to compensating for a deficiency. And I found that there's no real evidence for the effectiveness of a multivitamin to enhance health or prevent illness, despite how widely used they are. However, it seems like a multivitamin should be able to compensate for a deficiency. For example, if I had been taking a multivitamin when I was deficient, I probably would not have been so low when I was first tested. Zinc has actually been shown to reduce the severity of the common cold. Vitamin C has as well, but the caveat to that is that the vitamin C must be taken before the onset of the cold. Fish oil can provide some protection against heart disease, especially if a person doesn't eat fish regularly. It's been known for a long time that folate causes birth defects, and so grains have been fortified with folate since 1998. Fiber has been shown to have many benefits It, of course, benefits the digestive system, but it also has been shown to have positive effects with heart disease, obesity, hernias, varicose veins, and also diverticulitis, which is inflamed pouches in the intestines. As an athlete, I'm interested in how supplements affect my performance physically. As an athlete, macros are very important, as well as hydration. But when it comes to the details of nutrition, other than getting the calories needed, for example, supplements or vitamins, the details are not nearly as important as motivation and tactics, but supplements can make a difference when the margins are small. Athletes can benefit when there are specific deficiencies, like my vitamin D deficiency, when the athlete has a specific diet and certain nutrients are excluded. And this could be to an allergy, or if the athlete's located in a place with few food options. Caffeine can be a benefit to mental energy, and I know this is not just a benefit for athletes because it's a very powerful mental stimulant. But for an athlete, the supply needs to be continuous because the withdrawal can cause worse symptoms than baseline. And the other factor here is that you can develop a tolerance. I tend to avoid caffeine because I think my energy is more sustained, and I don't want to have that withdrawal, and I also don't want to have a tolerance. But occasionally I'll have a cup of coffee when I really need it, and so it's good to have this burst of energy when I really need it. But then I have to suffer the withdrawal effect as I'm tapering off, but I will taper off slowly. So that wraps up this episode on supplements. My overall recommendation is to get in your macros and to get blood work done to get results for the important vitamins and metals that you need to keep your body functioning at its best. Thanks for watching. See you next time.